start with a, it's not as complicated as you think. But because some women are so used to looking for the underlying message, because we trust what gut, they always attempt to decode the meaning between the letters and the phrases, even the punctuation marks, because we can. And in Girl Talk today, Marvin, let me finish. We're going to discuss I start and Marvin started, my God.
Marvin, you're overanalyzing what they're saying. Give her time.
Yes, so today we're going to be discussing overanalyzing text messages. Clearly, Marvin has sent a couple that have been overanalyzed.
Or received.
And it's a problem for him, but let's see.
Because really the receiving end, we're talking about more than the sending end.
Yes.
Because when you're sending, you know what you mean. So when they come to you and you're like...
Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to say this, that sometimes you're trying to send and the text inadvertently betrays you.
How would you type it?
No. So like you'll say something and it says it here and somebody replies K. That's K.
Yeah.
Which is
it like K?
Which is dismissive.
Or
yeah, K.
K.
Not okay, not
okay.
Yes, that's great or wonderful.
That's where the punctuation come in, because does it have a
K
dot beside it, which means that the person wants to hear more? Is it a full stop, which is quite final? Is it a question sign, which means okay?
Yeah.
Or is it a smiley face, which is like
yeah?
You know what I mean?
So we're gonna break down what it means, and we're gonna start with put the phone down. The person says they're an overanalyzer, and so they're helping us to put the phone down. Just put it down. Untether yourself from it for an hour, an afternoon, a weekend, or put it down starting at a certain time in the evening and give yourself a chance to wind down for the night. It's exhausting being able to be in constant communication with everyone at all times. And that's how others steal our time when our time stops becoming our own. If you're not worried about the phone, then you're not worried about the meaning of whatever text you did or didn't get. So part of stopping to overanalyze the text is just not read none. Basically.
Correct. Especially if the last one you read have your blood pressure boiling. Just put the phone down. And I think that's a generally good piece of advice, especially now, because everything that's being pushed to your phone is some kind of drama.
Yeah. And if you're sleepy, if you're tired, if you're frustrated,
you tend to see things in a different. If you've been brain fogged, just know. Or you could just take everything at face value, right? So the rule of thumb here is if they meant something else, they would have said something else. That's not true. That is not always true at all. I mean, sure, it's a good way to think about it, but some people are so skilled in the art of subtexting. You know, like how you subtweet somebody?
Yes.
They send you a message
the
and it
subplots are always more interesting.
If you put the message on the scale, it weighs 256 pounds the weight loaded. Right? Some people, it's an art for some people. So yeah, it would be nice to be able to take everything at face value, but I don't really think
face value is where you should take it.
But you
know what it is though, Simone? I'll tell you what it is too. It depends on who the person is. Because if in a real life, I can take you at face value. Exactly. Then if you text me, I'm gonna take you at face value.
Exactly.
But I don't know if it's me alone. When I read in a text, I'm literally reading it in your voice.
Tone.
Yeah.
People say, oh, but why you think I would have mean that? Because this is what I type.
Yeah.
When you email or you text, there's usually a tone attached.
Yeah, man. We hear it.
Okay, we can hear it.
We hear it. We talk to you, we know your tone.
Loud and clear.
So we hear it. Be straightforward in your own communications. True. Don't be pointing at nobody and you're not doing the same thing. So Don't play games. If you play games, then you're probably paranoid that your partner is playing games too.
Don't go around the mulberry bush. If you have something to say, just say.
Say it. Don't be scared to share what's bothering you. If you're mad, say you're mad and say why. The silent treatment is for toddlers. Amen. It's also okay to ask for what you need within reason. It's not okay, however, to require the other person to always reply within 5 minutes, or else you're gonna go ballistic.
Correct. Correct. And I think it's important.
That depends. Not 5 minutes all the time.
Sometimes.
But if me feel like, Mr. Marvin, where are you? I say, I'm out the road, man. And I say, it's 2 a.m. Where? And 5 minutes pass and he can't answer, then that's a problem. At 2 a.m., that's a problem.
You know what also happens sometimes that people take as an affront, but I realize it's more common because it happens to me. You will read a text message or a WhatsApp message, and you read the message and something else or someone else gets your attention, and you put the phone down.
And then vex.
And then you remember like 1 hour later, that somebody was talking to you, but then by that time the person feel like you are styling them.
Yeah.
So
that's the difference with me though, because if I see that you read it and you don't respond, and I really wanted to answer within a certain time, I'm gonna say, hey Sim, remember, I'm gonna laugh and say, Sim, you read my message and answer me. So remind the person to respond.
You are that person.
Yeah, some people
Other people will be like,
stew.
She read it and she don't answer me. What is mean or what is, does he want to come on the chair? Do you want to come?
Marvin clearly has
there's
communication
space for it. We can
issues.
put another chair and social distance it and you can come and sit down.
And from hear him talk, him text spiteful. When him text him finger point, them supposed to hurt him. Or some Marvin sound, like him depend.
Where's your finger point, Harris?
Yes,
where is that?
Up here, sir.
That's the point?
Yeah.
There, your finger has no point, Harris.
Right, yes, sir.
Daily,
right, yes, sir. Someone English you're talking, and me talking apart of me same finger point. Right up here, sir. I got hurt him. So when Marvin sound like when he might text him. Oh my God. Marvin, really? Get a grip.
He's overanalyzing.
Get a grip. Send a voice note.
That's another thing. But that's another story for another girl talk. Marvin, it's happening in here. Produce. We need a cameraman to be taken outside.
I want us to understand that in COVID time.
Is what happened to him?
In COVID time, it would appear, I'm not saying it is, would appear that some of our workers,
them bitter bad,
might be having a little emotional turmoil.
Bitter.
Maybe a little relationship problem. So it's nice if we could bring someone in one morning and just have a talk with how do you cope in COVID. Because somebody, and I'm not saying
that one's a art. That one they look art.
I'm not saying might need a little. And I'm not overanalyzing. I'm not. Okay. That's girl talk. We care about each other in here. And it's girl talk.
After the break, bamboo art with solace. We need some solace right now. We'll be right back.